Hi, welcome. Welcome to today's live stream. Just give me a few moments. I am just trying to update the page. Oh, video, YouTube video. So today we'll be talking about skin aging or facial aging, and this is going to be quite a casual session because it's something that I want to learn myself as well. No, we are I'm changing every day. We're changing every day. So I'm also going to take a close look at my own skin today, and let's find out today together how we are aging and if we are experiencing signs of aging. Hi, Gwendolyn. TGIF to you too. Yeah, I was just looking looking at Facebook, and I saw pictures of. Hi, Janice. Good morning. You guys are always on time. I love it. I was just looking at like people posting pictures. So my friends from all over the world, right? People are posting pictures of them like eating out in restaurants and stuff, and it's just yeah. So I wanna know like if you're still like on a lockdown like me, once this is over, then if once the F&B outlets, the restaurants are open for business. I mean, like literally, you can walk in there and sit in there and have a meal. What would be the first thing you want to eat? Like, what would be the first thing you want to dine in? Hi, Subin. Hi, DB. No, I age. Everybody ages, but we all age differently, and the pace of us aging is obviously different as well, depending on how you treat your body and what you eat, what you do. So your lifestyle plays a really important role in Gwendolyn sushi. I've been having sushi. I just order like sushi, and I feel like sushi. Oh yeah, but really good. Yeah, sushi in Japan. Like, I wanna have sushi in Japan. I think that is. Uh, how do you even how do you even travel now? I know I feel like air traveling will be an issue up till until next year. I think it's not so much like the type of food I want to eat, but just to be able to go out and meet different people and have meals with them because yeah, like you don't see your friends and you don't hang out, and then what I'm really looking forward to is to get my aircon fixed, my AC fixed, so I wouldn't have like a wet patch every time after the live stream here. And it's getting warm. It's getting really warm. Today we're talking about facial aging. It is something that you don't really realize until it's like almost too late. But then, if you look really closely to your face, or if you know where to look, you'll be able to see like telltale signs of skin aging, and catch them really early on. So today we're gonna go through like the different signs of skin aging. Yeah, the outings, ladies' night, men's nights. I don't know, all this socializing. I think it just makes us think, and I feel like we will not take things for granted after this. Little things like just going out to even like a food court to have a meal. Oh my God. Like, I would love to stand in a queue now. I would love to queue up right now. I don't care if I have to queue up for 2 hours to get something. But as long as I can queue up for food and then bring my food to a table and eat it, I'll be really happy. But yeah, and then just having like somebody serve you a meal, right? Right now, like it's like every day cooking and washing every day. Oh my gosh. But yeah, little things that we always overlook, and now I feel like we will start appreciating them more. I don't know, like once this lockdown ends, the first thing I want to eat might be. I feel like it has to be something communal, right? Because if it's something that is just like I can eat it by myself, then I obviously can make it at home, or I can get like a takeout and eat it at home. So it'll be communal. Oh my gosh, I didn't thought of I can't remember the name, but there's a place in New York, and I love their pasta. And they come in like this huge communal plates of massive pasta. Yeah, that would be nice. And then hot pot. But today we'll talk about aging. So, bit of housekeeping. So if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, you can live chat with me there. Just type in your comments, and I'll be able to respond to you immediately. But you can also hop over to our website live.ceramiracle.com, where we are also streaming the live stream, and we also have a live chat on that page. So wherever you are, whichever platform you're using, you should be able to see me, talk to me, and then most importantly, participate in our live stream giveaway. And today's giveaway, we are giving a Sam Bear tote bag. And also we have the flash deal on today. So today I'll remember to talk about it because at the last live stream I left it at the last minute. But the good thing is, people took up the offer and it was great, right? So today's flash deal, I'm going to repeat the same flash deal as on Tuesday because it's really attractive. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to give out as many gift cards as we can, because we're launching the O'Callaghan skincare line very soon. So you want to have a gift card on hand to use it. And the gift card is $10. It is $10 with no minimum purchase. And as long as you make any purchase on our website from now till 10 p.m. Pacific time, so you have 2 hours. It's a 2-hour flash deal. As long as you make any purchase, there's no minimum value, we will send you a $10 gift card. And you don't have to type in any code. So automatically, if once you have made a purchase in the next 2 hours, we will send you an email with your gift card, which you want to use in about a week or 2 weeks time, because that's where we're launching the O'Callaghan skincare line. And I am so excited because I'm gonna do a sneak preview for you guys. Like I have it in my hand right now, one of the O'Callaghan skincare products, and this is one of the serum. And this serum. While it is very moisturizing and hydrating, one of the special effect of this is, I call this the instant glass skin serum. So if you know, if you watch, like, if you follow K-pop, or if you watch like Koreans, if you go to Korea, right, and if you look at Korean ladies, they have this really glossy skin, right? So that's the difference between oily skin and glossy skin. Oily skin is nowhere, you can see the pores are really obvious, and the skin just looks really heavy. But glass skin is when the skin looks like as porcelain, almost like a mirror, so it reflects a lot of light and it gives off this really soft reflectiveness. So that's the glass skin. It's like a celebrity skin effect, and this serum, I have managed to formulate it to give you that instant glass skin results immediately after you use it. But yet it is not a makeup, it is a skincare product, and you can use this on top of your makeup to get that effect as well. So I'm going to show you how it works, right? So this is a sneak preview. I couldn't help it. I just need to show you guys, like, so it looks like a hyaluronic acid serum. You can see it, like it's just clear and colorless. And then you just tap onto your skin and apply as you would with like any normal serum. So the nice thing about this is you can use this like after you cleanse your face as like a normal serum. And then you can go on with your makeup, and then on top of your makeup, then you can slap on another layer of this, so you get that glass skin result. And so I've only done like this part, right? Maybe you can see it. I should do it here too, so I can see it on my screen. Otherwise, yeah. See? Trying to catch the light so you can see it. Can you see this reflectiveness here? So this is the glass skin look. You get this. See, Yeah, now that it's drying up, it's starting to show even more. Can you guys catch this? The light reflecting off my skin. So this is not makeup, this is skincare, and this is like a bridge between skincare and makeup, literally, right? You don't have to, and if you have let's say like really healthy skin, you don't have enlarged pores, you don't have pigmentation, then you can just skip your makeup. You just after you cleanse your face, you use the products, then you use the serum, and then you can step out of your home and you look like you have makeup on, right? Because you get this nice glass skin effect. So that's it. It's just a small preview for you guys on what's coming up next. A lot of skincare products coming up next. Actually, it's going to be really, really fun. These are products that I use myself every single day. I've been using them for a month, and they're amazing. But now today we're talking about skin aging and facial aging, right? So how our skin ages really depends on, it's very individual, right? Obviously, there are some fixed rules to it, things like gravity, but it really depends again on your facial structure. So that's one, like physically, facial structure. It also depends on your activity. How much, how often do you go out in the sun? Because sunlight, UV rays, they are a factor of skin aging as well. And it also depends on how much water you drink, right? So drinking water is really important because you need water to keep your skin plump and healthy. You also want to make sure that you drink really clean, filtered or distilled water, so that you're not using like things like soda or sugary drinks to replace your water intake. Because again, as I've always mentioned, having too much sugar in your diet then will lead to glycation, and then glycation, so which is the next thing, is also a factor. So if you're somebody who has a sweet tooth, and eats a lot of like high GI carbohydrates or sugary drinks, then it's going to affect skin aging as well. Gwendolyn just talked about genes, so genetics, and so that is true as well. So that genes will probably look at determine like your bone structure. It also determines how your skin resists itself to the environment, right? Some people have got better skin resistance, some people don't. Some people burn easier under the sun, some people don't. So that's also genetics. And then the genes also affect your metabolism. So again, metabolism is something that affects our skin aging. So metabolism is internal, and metabolism is something that starts out as genetic, right? And then it becomes epigenetic. So what it means is, when you're born, then you might follow like certain family traits, right? So if your family has got a slower metabolism, maybe you can gain weight. Your family tends to gain weight easily, then you might have slow metabolism to start with. But your lifestyle and your environment can change that. Epigenetics and outside genetics. So things like although you are born with maybe like a genetic weakness and lower metabolism, but if you're really active all the time, and then you eat well, and then you sleep well, then your metabolism can change. So that is one factor as well. And then of course there's gravity. Gravity, cannot run from it. It's always there. So that's another factor. And one thing I'm really curious about is whether if a taller person like sags, whether a taller person will have skin sagging faster than a shorter person. I don't want to talk too much about this because if I'm thinking like if no, because potentially it might make me sound really stupid. So let's skip that. But those are factors. So I think what would be great is if I can pull out an image of skin aging, and then we can all look at, if you have a mirror right now at home, you can bring it out. We can all look into the mirror together, and then we can all look at the different signs, and then we can go through it. And as we go through the different signs, I'm gonna give you some tips to how you can prevent or even treat these different signs of skin aging. So obviously a Photoshop image, but this is like exaggerated for a way to let us see what happened. Let's start from the top down. So receding hairline. So receding hair will often affect male first, right? Like men start to get receding hairline once they hit their 30s, and then women usually, like starts off in the late 30s to 40s. But for women, it's not so obvious until you start losing hair. And so I think with receding hairline, it's something that is really hard to prevent, because is it genetics? Is it something? We still do not really understand why like people start to lose like hair, or at least to have a receding hairline. There's a lot of hypotheses and theories behind it, but I feel like glycation to me could be one important factor that maybe makes it even faster, because like to me, my own theory is that like the scalp contains a lot of like sebum and fats, and also like it is also like the furthest away from like the heart, right? So if you have the heart, then it is the furthest part of the heart that is on your head. Your scalp is here, which means poor circulation then can also affect the way we metabolize, and the way we also get rid of like glycated proteins and fats in our scalp, and then eventually it might cause an inflammation, or it might cause receding hairline. But obviously there's also other factors like hormonal, like so hormones also weaken the roots of the hair follicles. So this is something that we cannot really like treat. I guess the only way to treat it is to do like a hair transplant, or to use things like minoxidil. But once you start on minoxidil, it's a topical solution. Once you start on it, you have to use it for life, because once you stop minoxidil, then the hair falls out again. So there are some natural topical solutions that we can use. They are not exactly 100% effective for everyone, and they don't actually bring your hair back. But what they do is they actually increase the thickness of your hair, so it appears fuller, and they also prevent. They make hair loss slower, right? So those are things, and those are things that I'm still experimenting with. I'm still researching, and hopefully maybe in like a year or 2 years time, I can find like a good solution for hair loss. So frown lines. Frown lines are over here, and I have, now this is because I'm frowning, right? But if I don't frown, you can hardly see it, but I want to let you guys know that I used to have really deep frown lines, and then my frown lines have gotten really, like, have diminished a lot over the years. Benjamin Button, they have diminished because of this. So First Light supplement helps to diminish frown lines, and I am like a walking case study of that. Frown line happens for two reasons. Like the first reason is due to habit, right? Some people tend to frown easier. So as you frown, then you will start to wrinkle your forehead. And also frown line can happen faster for some people due to the structure. Now, if you have a higher forehead or a lower forehead, all this plays a part in determining if you have frown lines faster or not. So one way to prevent frown lines is to not frown. Right? So if you avoid lifting your eyebrows all the time, then you're not gonna frown. But obviously that's not possible, right? So the other thing you want to do is to always make sure that your skin is moisturized and hydrated, because dry skin wrinkles easier than moist skin. So you have to make sure that your moisturizer is really heavy duty. So if you are really afraid of the frown lines happening, if you have maybe a tendency in your family to have early frown lines, then you want to make sure that your forehead area is always kept really moisturized. So you need like a really heavy duty moisturizer, like the First Light serum, which is both a serum and a moisturizer. But you also want to start moisturizing from the inside out, right? So when you take like a supplement like First Light Skin Supplement, it's going to pull the moisture to your skin, and it's going to also repair the collagen structure here, so it keeps the skin young and supple. And then you want to use a barrier serum like First Light serum, which will then lock in the moisture here. So this part always constantly remains moisturized and hydrated. So when it's moisturized and hydrated, it is supple. It doesn't crinkle and wrinkle that easily. Drooping eyebrows. So this is probably to me like the almost like the first sign of aging. So I'm emphasizing on aging is it means when one day when you look into the mirror and then you just realize that, oh my god, I have aged. Right. So that moment when you realize that you have aged, to me that's like the moment, because that is the moment where you truly have your skin is changing to a point where you start to notice it, right? Because we hardly notice our skin aging because we see ourselves in the mirror every day. So it takes a big shift in your facial structure for you to realize that you're aging. So to me, like drooping eyebrows would be like a huge indicator, and this is something that's really hard to fix, right? Because as it starts to droop, and this is because of gravity. So as you start to lose collagen in this area, then it no longer holds it up well, then it starts to droop. And the skin starts to become saggy. Gray hair. Gwendolyn's asking about gray hair, any solution? Yes, dye your hair. I find that gray hair mostly is genetics, right? So if you have gray hair at a very young age, then it's genetics. But if you notice that your hair starts to become gray suddenly and it coincides with a period in your life that is really stressful, then it's most likely due to stress. Then you want to increase antioxidants in your diet, and you want to also consume herbs that are adaptogenic, right? So adaptogenic herbs are the herbs that actually help your body deal with stress better. So herbs like ginseng, herbs like reishi mushroom, 灵芝, herbs like Gynostemma, 焦骨兰, and then Schisandra, 五味子, which you can find in flowerberry. So these are, and rhodiola. So those are herbs that you can find, and I'm just gonna type it out in the live chat so you can see. Let me see if this works. Right. So I have talked about ginseng, reishi, mushroom, Gynostemma, and then I mentioned Schisandra and rhodiola. Oh, did it work? I typed in with this live chat thing on Facebook, replied you, and then I'm going to repeat that on our live chat here. Yeah, ginseng, reishi mushroom, Gynostemma, Schisandra, rhodiola. These are herbs that belong to a category called adaptogenic herbs, and what they do is they help the adrenal glands deal with stress better. And when your body deals with stress better, then it balances the hormones and the activity in your body. Because when it goes out of whack in your body, it can trigger the graying of hair, right? And I think with graying of hair, the first thing you notice is that before it even happens, that your hair starts to become really lifeless and it starts to lose that healthy look. So that could be a telltale sign. Obviously, you want to avoid stress, but in times like this where stress is unavoidable, then you want to maybe increase the adaptogens that you're consuming. So again, like if you don't know what to take, I've listed down the herbs, but if you don't want to take those herbs individually, then First Light supplement contains Gynostemma. I don't know about graying hair, but we have customers who have told us that after they take First Light supplement, their hair grows faster and thicker. So this could be a solution. Maybe Gwendolyn, you can try this, and if it does work for gray hair, you can let me know. Okay, so then obviously the crow's feet. Crow's feet happens again because of the skin around your eye area is very thin, right? It is very thin. Skin is paper thin. So because it is thin, and because there's not a lot of fat pad underneath it, And there's also not a lot of collagen underneath it. There's not a lot of hyaluronic acid inside here. So what happens is as you start to age, then this is like one of the first areas to lose the suppleness. And then when it becomes like just paper thin, then as you start to move your face, as you smile, then you start to crease the area here, and this is where you get crow's feet. And I don't have a single crow feet even when I smile. And I want to tell you guys why. Because from a very young age, I have learned to prevent crow feet by smiling correctly. So this is why I call the anti-aging smile. Like there are two. Janice says smile less. Well, we cannot smile less, because if you smile less, it also gives a problem. In which I'm going to tell you, if you smile less, then your muscle around here will become really weak, right? Because you don't use it. And then as the muscle here weakens, then this part here starts to sag. So you get skin sagging here, right? But then if you smile a lot, then you get wrinkles around here. So you need to learn the celebrity smile, because celebrities, they have to smile every single day. They have to smile like 1,000 times a day for the camera. But they also know that if they smile too much, then they're gonna get crow's feet. So the way to smile is to use this muscle here, right? But you wanna smile outwards, and you wanna use the muscle, but get to a point, and just before the point, right? So there's a point where it starts to cause creasing around the eye area, and that's the part where you fully utilize the cheek muscle here, and you lift it up. Then you start to see the crease, which you cannot. But you wanna, so you have to practice. You start with like a smile like this, and then you lift it up slowly. And a lot of times it's using the inside of your mouth. It's a bit hard to explain this, but it's almost like using the inside muscle, the muscles in the inside of your mouth, and then you squeeze those. And then I like to like hit my lower teeth against the back of my upper teeth, so that kind of gives it a bit of support there. And then you just hold it. So initially, when you first do it, it's gonna look a bit fake, like you're fake smiling, like a plastic smile. But once you get the hang of it, once you learn the muscle memory, then you can start to adjust it until it looks natural. So when you do that, you are still activating the cheek muscles, so they still work, but you're not activating it too strong that you get wrinkles around your eye area, crow's feet. So that's how you can prevent crow's feet. And obviously, you want to make sure that you have a diet again. So all these things are the same, right? You want to decrease sugar intake. You want to increase food or supplements that are anti-glycation, and then you also want to replenish the lost ceramides in the skin, right? So losing the ceramides in the skin is something that we cannot replace easily with our food. So we need a supplement. Again, like first slide over here, replaces the ceramides. Then it can help your skin rebuild the collagen structure. Under eye wrinkling. So I find that under eye wrinkling doesn't affect maybe Chinese people too much. So if you're of like a Chinese descent, it doesn't affect us too much, because we have thicker fat pad under our eye, right? This is genetics. This is like because of our DNA. So because of the fat pad here, then everything becomes more plump. Therefore, you do not get under eye wrinkling that much. For Caucasian, or for South Asian people, they have like a deeper set eyes, right? So when your eyes is deep set, they also have less of a fat pad underneath the eyes. Then therefore the skin around the under eye area becomes really thin, and it's almost like they're stretched out. So in those cases, then one of the first thing they notice is the wrinkling under the eye. So, but for Chinese descent people, the fat pad under the eye, while it can prevent under eye wrinkling, it gives rise to another problem: puffy eyes, right? So my problem is always puffy eyes. So it's a give and take, right? You either get puffy eyes or you get wrinkly eyes. Puffy eyes are a little harder to, for me, like I feel like puffy eyes is harder to deal with than under eye wrinkling, because under eye wrinkling you can still cover it with concealer, or you can use one of those there's like those instant creams that holds your skin up, so you don't get the wrinkles appearing for like a few hours after you use it. But for puffy eyes, you just need to make sure that you have a really good sleep schedule, and you don't have stress in your life. And then you have to avoid eating foods that are high in sodium. So when you consume a lot of high sodium foods, like salty things, then it's gonna increase water retention. And when you increase water retention, then it's gonna make things like puffy eyes look more obvious. So puffy eyes is not exactly like a sign of aging skin, but it is a sign that your body is not in homeostasis. So again, a word that we have learned before, homeostasis is describes a balance in the body, right? Your body, every single cell, loves to be in homeostasis, living in that balance where everything is fine, everything is happy for them, then everything works correctly. But when you disrupt the homeostasis, for example, by eating a lot of salty foods, then it's gonna make the cells really uncomfortable, and therefore then it's gonna cause issues. So in this case of sodium, it's gonna give rise in water retention. Then next, going down, we have the hollowing of the cheek. So it's like sunken cheek. Again, this is not a very common issue if people are of Chinese descent, but it will be more common with like Caucasian skin. Again, because of the bone structure, right? Because for East Asians, we have like a broader cheekbones, so that kind of holds everything up, and then also we have like more fat pad in our cheek, so big cheeks. So those can actually prevent the sunkening in of the cheek. Your skin texture will change, so this is probably where I'll spend most of the time. Skin texture changes would be signs of aging. It always starts off with pores. The pores becomes enlarged, right? So obviously our pores do not get bigger, like the pores do not open and close like physically like that in a sense. But it is more of the appearance of the pores. What happens is you have to understand that the pores are like microscopic holes in your face, and they allow the exchange of fluids or gas or sebum from your skin to the environment. And because there is a microscopic hole there, so there is already an inherent weakness. So what happens with the appearance of enlarged pores is it's not exactly the pores becoming bigger, right? Because if your pores do become actually bigger, then you're going to start dripping water from your face as you age. But that's not the case. So what happens is actually the skin around the pores becomes weaker due to the loss of collagen or due to the damage of collagen, right? So in the case of like say acne, so why do people with acne develop like scars and large pores in their skin? It's because the acne bacteria causes inflammation to the pores, and therefore then you start to pick it, you squeeze it, you pick it, and that picking and squeezing causes inflammation, and over time it damages the skin structure. So when the skin structure damages, it I've said before, like your skin is like this, and then when your skin, then you have, so in the between my skin here, I have like a pore, and then when there's a pimple here, and then you squeeze it, then you cause damage around this area, and once it's damaged, then it collapses and it caves in. So that caves in causes an indentation, which increases the appearance of the pores, so it looks like your pores are enlarged. So they're like little caves, on your skin. It's like a landslide, right? It's like, or a manhole. Again, with aging, you're losing collagen in your skin. You're losing the ceramides. So then that weakens your skin structure, and therefore that also makes your pores appear more evident, right? So the signs of like your pores enlarging, though that's also a sign of aging. You also notice skin textural changes in terms of the skin tone, right? So uneven skin tone, or you start to develop pigmentation, age spots, sunspots, and for women, melasma. So these are due to like a multitude of factors. The first main factor would be ultraviolet rays, right? So UV rays damages the skin, increases melanin production, and over time, like the melanin production gets disrupted in the sense where it doesn't disperse that fast, it doesn't break down that fast, or it just accumulates too much. And then for women, it's also hormonal. So as you reach like menopause, or when you're pregnant, those would cause fluctuations in your hormones, and that fluctuation can give rise to some skin changes. And in this case, melasma would be like this, like two patches of pigmentation that happens around here, and they become really evident. It's almost like the color is almost like dark purple. So that's melasma, and those are things that you notice. And you also notice you get like age spots. So age spots, they start off as really faint brown yellow pigmentation, and then over time they grow darker and darker. So age spots can be due to genetics, right? So if you have family disposition to age spots, then you might get it earlier on. But they also can happen because of just age, and it's an oxidation process. So again, this is where anti-glycation ingredients come in really helpful, and this is also where True Bright come in really helpful, because there's True Bright contains an ingredient called sakura flower, so cherry blossom flower extract. And the cherry blossom flower extract has been found to be anti-glycative, but there's also a clinical study done on cherry blossom flowers extract that it shows that it helps to break down and increase the metabolism of the age spots, so those clear away faster. Other skin textural changes would be like the overall, like your skin becomes more rough, right? So that roughness of the skin is a combination of you losing the collagen structure under your skin, and then your skin drying out. So drying skin also affects. Dry skin is also a sign of skin aging. Right? As you age, your skin becomes drier and drier. It's almost subconscious. Every time I think of like dryness, or I say the word dry, then I drink water. So drinking water is a good habit. You have to drink water regularly, every hour if you can. Replace the lost fluids, because when your skin is dry, it accelerates aging. Right? When your skin is dry, everything becomes worse. So you want to keep your skin hydrated both from the inside and from the outside. And then we have the nasolabial folds. So this is an area where if you don't smile a lot, or if you're like if you're always sad, then you could start to notice this line appearing earlier on. And this is also an issue if you have like high cheekbones, and you have a lot of fat pad on your cheek. Right, so when you are young and youthful, the high cheekbone and the fat pad here, it works to your advantage, because you look fresh and you look cheerful. But as you age, then this becomes a burden, because it's so heavy that it starts to go down with gravity, and as it goes down, then it's gonna cause a crease here. So if you don't do like the smile, or my anti-aging smile, then you're gonna lose control of the muscle here. It's gonna become weak. Then this thing is gonna start dripping down even further. So that's why you get this line here. This is really hard to fix once you have it, because it is so deep, right? And it's not just a structural thing. It's also a weight thing. So you wanna use prevention for this more so than treating it. Sagging skin is, again, goes back to the skin structure, but sagging skin, you can do a skin pinch test to see how much you have aged, right? So if you want to really know how much you have aged, you can try a skin pinch test. And before you do that, you want to find like a kid, like a young child or a baby, and then you do the pinch test on them first. Then you do the pinch test on yourself. That's where you can tell the difference, because if you start pinching yourself, right, you might not be able to tell the difference. So where I would like to do the pinch test is over here, at this part here, where the skin tends to be really starts to become really hollow quite easily. So you do a pinch test like on a young person, and then you see how much you can pinch. Just a soft like pinch here, and then if you pinch your own skin, and then you can feel how tight or how relaxed the skin is here. Right, so this is where once you start sagging downwards, this is where the skin collects. I remember like pulling my grandma's skin. I created the skin pinch test when I was like 7 years old. So I used to pull her skin here, and I used to pull it like, because she was really saggy here, and then you could pull it until it's like a few inches out. So yeah, it'd be awesome if they can just like cut everything here and just like tie it back so it becomes tight again. So the skin pinch test will probably make you think about your skin aging more seriously, because that's where it's really evident that things are starting to go south and collect here. And then you have chin receding. So chin receding is like, this is my chin, right? So chin receding is when your chin starts to do this. So chin receding happens for two reasons. Obviously, the first one is the muscle, right? So as you age, we lose muscular strength. Then when you lose muscular strength around your jaw area, then the chin starts to recede. That's what old people are like. When we try and imitate an old person. How to test when you have double chin? Well, double chin is here, right? So double chin is here. I'm going to try and force my double chin out. So double chin is here, right? So we don't pinch here. We want to pinch at the angle here. But going back to this point, like say if you have double chin, or you have like a really plump face, you find that people with like plump faces, they don't age as fast, because there's a lot of there's fat pads underneath the skin just to hold everything up. So and that's one of the factors why like East Asians don't age physically. They don't look as much as like Caucasians, because there's a lot of fat in the face, and that kind of makes everything look more youthful, right? So you can go to like a plastic surgeon and draw fat from your like a belly and then inject it into your face. Immediately, it's going to give you a more youthful appearance. So having fat in the face is a good thing to look youthful all the time. But if you really have like if you find it hard to test the pinch test, if you have like a lot of fat here, then the other area you can test it would be this area here. Yeah, Botox works. Like Botox works immediately as well. The only thing with Botox is it's not permanent, right? So you have to redo it every 6 to 12 months. And then Botox affects your smile. Like if you do like Botox around this area and this area, then you might not be able to smile properly. But yeah, Botox to me is like definitely one of the potential fix that you can do once you have exhausted all other natural options. Where was I? Chin receding, right? So one thing is the loss of the jaw muscular strength causes chin receding, and then as you lose your muscular strength around the jaw, and then as you start to lose like the teeth, and as you start to chew less or chew on, and as you start to stop eating harder foods, then what you also start to lose is you also start to lose bone density. And you can start to lose bone density around the chin, the jawbone. So your jaw actually becomes smaller. So that causes a receding in the jaw. And receding in the jaw also gives you a more older appearance, especially as you're aging. So to prevent like chin receding, it's a bit hard to prevent it, right? Because it's all of it's muscular and it's bone structure. But what you can do is to make sure that you keep your teeth healthy. So having like a good dental hygiene to make sure that you still have all your teeth. Because when you have all your teeth and they're all healthy, then you should be able to chew like normally, and that would activate the muscles here. Then that would prevent bone loss. But obviously you want to make sure that as you're going into like for women like menopause and beyond, you want to start to make sure that you have your mineral intakes regular every day, right? You want to make sure that you consume lots of vegetables because they contain minerals. You also want to consume foods that are high in calcium. So if you want to, for prevention, then you can also take like a calcium supplement daily. So calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D supplement daily to prevent bone loss. So then you have the drooping angle of the mouth. So this is the mouth thing, right? All this thing, they're all interlinked, right? If you don't smile a lot, it starts to droop. With your smile, yeah, it's actually a huge difference. Don't you realize that a person when they don't smile and when they smile, it's a huge difference. And like the resting face, right? We have like a resting face, so that's like your neutral face. Your resting face changes depending on your personality, right? So for somebody who is always cheerful and happy and bright and the sunshine and everything is amazing every day, their resting face has got a natural smile. And that's actually anti-aging in a way because they have really strong muscles in certain areas that holds the face up. But if you are a bit more melancholic, you don't like to smile, you're always sad, or if you are always angry. So if you're an always sad person, then your face has got like the face starts to sag in like an N shape, right? And everything goes down like this. So then your resting face becomes like this. Then if you're somebody who's always angry all the time, you're gonna start developing a lot of like frown lines here. Right, so it really depends on your personality. Your personality will, and that's the thing with personalities is if it's a good personality, right? So it's the thing like always happy and cheerful and positive, then you get that permanent look on your face all the time, which is great. But if you are an angry person or if you are a sad person, while now like it's just momentarily you get this burst of emotions, but then it's gonna start to be a permanent fixture on your face. So then when people look at you, they can sort of like guess, and that is why we can guess how people might behave just by looking at their face, because the face is a map of your entire personality, right? The face, just a microscopic, just changes, millimeters changes in the position of your smile, in how you twitch your face, tells a different story, right? Like a plastic smile and a real smile, it's not a big difference, but our eyes can catch it on another person. You might not catch it on your own face because you're so used to your face and your movements, but when you're seeing somebody, that little change that can change. So like things like fear, right? Why can we tell that a person is fearful? Fear doesn't really utilize a lot of muscles in the face, but you can still tell it because it causes small little changes in the face. So some people, and like the resting, can I say RBC, resting, some RBF, resting B face, right? So these are people that look like they will probably start a fight with you, and that's because they're always angry. So anti-aging is not just about what you put into your body. It's not just about which supplements you're taking. It's not about using sunscreen every day. It is also about your personality, because your personality plays such an important role in making sure that if you want to look young and youthful and happy all the time, then your personality is going to affect that, either making that a permanent look on your face or not. So hopefully today's live stream is interesting to you guys. It has been for me. And then now we are going to do the giveaway. Before that, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. If not, I'm going to start preparing for the giveaway. So we're giving out the tote bag today. I don't know where my tote bag is, but I'm too lazy to get it. It's there. We are giving out a tote bag today, and we are going to play Spin the Wheel. Let me see. So if you want to take part in today's giveaway, all you have to do is to type yes in the live chat. And then I'm going to put your name into the wheel, and then we're going to spin the wheel, and then when the wheel lands on you, then you win the giveaway. So easy. So you can live chat yes, type YES on Facebook, on YouTube, or on our website, wherever you are. As long as you want to play the game, just type yes, and then I'll put your name into the list. We're giving out a tote bag, a Sam Bear tote bag, and we are shipping it to you wherever in the world you are. So if you are in South Africa, if you are in Japan, if you're in the US, if you're in Brazil, wherever you are, we'll send it to you. Okay, goodbye, aging face. So let's see. And then I'll be back again next week for the live stream next Tuesday and Thursday. On next Thursday, we may or may not reveal the O'Kelly skincare collection, because we are the products are ready. They're shipping to our warehouse. But I just want to make sure that we get everything into the warehouse before we start the live stream, because I know a lot of you want to make that purchase immediately, and I want to make sure that I get the products to you as soon as you place your order. So maybe next week, just keep a lookout on our mailing list, keep a lookout on our Facebook, or just swing by next Tuesday for our live stream. Same time, I will give you guys an update on the exact date that we'll be launching O'Kelly skincare. There's 7 products for you to try. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Again, like if you're watching if you're seeing this right now, regardless of where you are seeing this from, or regardless if you have been watching this for the last 1 minute or 1 hour, everybody can join the live stream giveaway. You just have to type yes, so then I know that you are joining the game, and I'm going to put your nick into the lucky wheel, and then if it lands on your name, then you win. Simple. I think we have to start changing the... Hello new people who just joined. We are doing the giveaway now. So if you want to take part in the giveaway, just type yes, and then we'll include your name in the giveaway. Today's giveaway, we are giving away a Sam Bear tote bag. I believe it's worth $12. And we're shipping it to you for free wherever in the world you are. Hi Jonette. Okay. So I'm gonna just give 2 more minutes for anybody who wants to join the giveaway. A $12 Sam Bear tote bag will be yours, shipped to you, as long as you type yes, and then we're gonna put your name in the lucky wheel. I'm gonna spin the wheel, and if the wheel lands on your name, then you get the bear. And also a reminder, today's flash deal is a $10 gift card with any purchase that you make from now till 10 p.m. Pacific time. So we have about an hour left. Just make any purchase over the next 1 hour and we will send you a $10 gift card. The gift card comes with no minimum purchase, so you can then use the gift card to offset your next purchase. Okay, last 30 seconds for anybody else who wants to join the giveaway. If you want to join the giveaway, quickly type yes in the live stream box, and then we will add your name to the lucky wheel. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jonette, Janice, Chelsea, Anna, Subin, TV. 1, 2, 3, test. Okay, so that's it. I am going to spin the wheel now. Oh, this thing has got music. So this is the wheel. All your names are on it. Alright, so I'm gonna spin it right now. Congratulations, Chelsea! You have won a tote bag. So today's live stream giveaway winner is Chelsea. Chelsea will win a Sambear tote bag. We're gonna send it to you wherever you are. Contact us on Facebook or Instagram. Send us a DM to our official page, Ceramiracle, and then we will send it to you. So thank you guys. That's today's live stream, and then we will see you next week, next Tuesday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific time, same time always. And keep a lookout for our email, because we will once I have confirmed the topics for next week, and we'll send it to you. And in the meanwhile, hang in there, stay safe, and stay happy. See you guys. Bye bye.